So this is Christmas in a jar. We're doing our mason jar DIY day, and I went crazy. As you can see, I've taken over my kitchen counter. And I just want you to know that 90% of my stuff I bought last year on sale as Christmas was ending. So even if you don't do that, you can get great bargains now if you watch for sales at Michael's and Hobby Lobbies and Thrift. So I just want to talk to you about the mason jars. This is just the Kerr jar that you would can in, and Nicole just walked in with a whole flat of them. There were 12 for $10. So I got mine last year on sale, and they're still here. Also last year I went to Walmart at the end of the year, and they had these different size jars. You'll notice I'm holding them upside down because that's how you create them. Once they're done, they'll look like a snow globe. So I bought 3 sizes of this different one because these could be centerpieces. You could stack 3 of them on your table and turn this into a centerpiece. So all shapes and sizes. I also want you to know, if you have grandmas, mamacitas, your mother who used to can, look in their basements. My mom called this week and she found 5 jars that were my grandma's jars, and she's shipping them to me, and so hopefully when you see this on Tuesday, the jars will be here. But I went to a vintage shop and I got one that was just a different, it's called Atlas Mason jar, and the top of it has a really neat opening. So this one I might paint and do something besides Christmas in a jar. And then if you see the old ones, they were actually like pewter on top. So these are really beautiful vintage jars, and although these are less than $1 a piece, and these were in the $2 to $5 range, these jars I paid a little more for because they're vintage, but Nicole has a really great idea, and I think these are the perfect thing for that. Now, if you want to start collecting things for your jars, that's a really great idea. I started collecting trees everywhere I could find them, in different shapes and sizes. And again, I went to everywhere to look for little trees that would work. Of course, we're working in miniature, so you want to make sure. Last year I didn't find these, and they had these really cool vintage ivory ones. So those were at Michael's, and you know Michael's always has the sale, so does Hobby Lobby. So wait till they're selling their miniature stuff on half off. Last year at Costco, I got a smoking deal, and I bought a set of 6 of each one of these vintage trees. And I plan to put them in these mason jars so that I could set a table. And these are my Christmas gifts to my mom. Uh-oh, don't let her see. And my sister. And so when they set their Christmas table, they can take these vintage trees and put one at each place setting with someone's name. So look everywhere and see what you can find. Okay, so we've got the jars, we've got some trees, and now you want to start collecting things also to put in the jar. Last year at like Joann's Fabrics and Hancock's, they had some of these miniatures, $1 each, and they were half off. So I bought some skaters and some just men in the village playing with snowballs. I got some nutcrackers last year. These were at Michael's in the dollar bin. So I can fill a jar that's less than $1 with a nutcracker, and this gift will be maybe $3 to set it off, so I'll show you. This is what the nutcracker would look like inside the jar. I haven't put the snow in it yet, but you can see you just start trying to find things to put in the jar. Again, in the miniature section, I found a little tree that was already decorated, so he's going inside the jar. And with the miniatures, I found a snowman. Tied some twine around him, and look how adorable that is. So start collecting, look for ornaments, and you'll have a ball. So Christmas is the best when you have your kids, your grandkids, your dog, everybody pitching in on the event. And so Seth stopped by with Janae and Cadence, and so they're going to help us. And how magical to find these jars and to shake them up and see these things inside. Before we started today, I went to one of my favorite thrift shops, and I thought, can I thrift these as inexpensively as last year? Yes, you can. I found this sweet wooden shepherd boy. This figurine is vintage. He should have been $2. They gave it to me for half off. $1 for a shepherd boy. Then I went to Michael's, and these are the things your kids would play with. And I was on Martha Stewart's website this week, and she took deer and all kinds of things, sprayed it with the glue, and glittered them. So that's how she did her table. I know that's a sheep. We're going to put them inside a jar. So as you can see, I put one of those sheep with some of the trees inside the jar. And how cute is that? The shepherd boy will join him. The other thing I found at the vintage store was, look at this cute church. So it's probably like 1950s, 1960s, and that was, again, $1. And that was some of my miniature figurines. So I'm going to put that on side the little church that I found at the vintage store. This is my favorite score. They said Rococo. They're plaster figurines, porcelain rather. And you can see how precious they are. For the pair, it was $15, but it was the Balloon Fiesta week, so I got 40% off. So I think these were like $8. So this is going to be a really special one. It will probably have to go, you know, to a family member. But even at the vintage store, you can find really great things. So don't just go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Look at the Joann's Fabrics and the thrift stores. You'll be amazed how inexpensively you can capture Christmas in a jar.